came to you with worry in my mind. I came to you spitting fire and burning bright. I came to you and you saw my flicker flame. I came to you and you called me by my name. It's a miracle. I can't believe, see how good love you works on me. You works on me. I can't believe, see how good love you works on me. La, woo! La 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 la. Woo! La 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 la. I came to you like a freight train in the night. I came to you with worry in my mind. I came to you thinking, could you heal me, please? I came to you and you held me off my knees. It's a miracle. I can't believe, see how your love you works on me. You works on me. I can't believe, see how your love you works on me. La, woo! La 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 la. Woo! La 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 la. It's a miracle. I can't believe, see how your love you works on me. It works on me. I can't believe, see how your love you works on me. It's a miracle. I can't believe, see how your love you works on me. It works on me. I can't believe, see how your love you works on me.
I'm up in the world again. Good morning. Thank you, Stephanie and Johnson. Cerny came up to me very proudly, and he said, I just want you to know that we were the first Unity church that she sang in, and now she's singing in them all over the area. So, yay for us. Stephanie Ann has a radio program on Saturdays from 12 to 3 on KNKX 88.5. She does jazz, soul, so that's one way to keep connecting with her. Another way is she has a new album out called Jewels, and it's available wherever you buy albums. So thank you for being here today. So welcome to the light and the love that is Unity of South Sound. My name is Dorothy Dubia, and it is my joy and honor to welcome you today. We're so excited because today we're kicking off our fall Faith in Action series. That's why we're all in red. If you have any questions, concerns, or joys to share, please contact our office during business hours or visit our website at unityofsouthsound.org. At this time, we invite you to put your cell phones into the silence, and we invite you to relax, reconnect, and center in the truth of who we are. Will you please join me in saying our opening affirmation? There is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God, goodness, omnipotence. And our mission statement, inspired by the divine, as an inclusive spiritual community, we explore and express our highest potential. And our vision statement, present and centered in divine love, we co-create a peaceful and awakened world. And our core values, we are joy, love, abundance, spirit guided. And now Reverend Megan will lead us in an opening prayer.
So as we prepare to light our light, I have to make sure it's in the right place there. You know, it's an important ritual, lighting the light. It's reminding us that we are the light and that it comes from within us. And as we come together, there is a collective brightness that enhances the world. And I just want to say I am delighted to be back with you. I've missed you the last couple weeks, but I've been off on some adventures that have been wonderful, including spending some time at the ocean this past week just to kind of rejuvenate myself. And it's, you know, anytime you can take a time to sort of be with yourself and nature, it is a blessing. But we also, as we are, go ahead, Barbara, as we're getting ready to, it's like October 1st, it is really fall now. We cannot deny it, right? And so fall means at Unity of South Sound, a lot of wonderful activities that we are beginning to initiate and engage in and invite you to participate in. And Barbara Baumel has created a painting to inspire us for our 7-week series, Essential Spirituality. So I invite her to bring that up now and just let it to speak to you as we begin this process. Another form of creativity is, you may notice this lovely 3-dimensional tree that Carl Andrews has created for us. And you will be engaging with it later, but I'm not going to tell you how yet. So I just want you to be inspired by our tree of life that has a seed for every potential, as you see that its fruits are very varied. So the tree of life here and the beautiful light and the angel that's coming up from its roots, that is you, all of you. And so we are going to be living our tree, our living tree, through our experience the next 7 weeks. So let's take a moment to hold that intention within our hearts. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, I am a blessing. And as we are a blessing, we know that intentionally, my light makes a difference. And so we make a commitment to ourselves today and every day to take a moment to breathe in and notice how you feel as you say, I am. The vibrational energy that I am makes a difference. And so I'm intentional with what I do, taking my next action moving forward as I move into my day to connect with the world around me. Today, we begin with the act of kindness for ourselves, because I love myself enough to listen to my heart song, to listen to my soul's desire, and to allow myself to have the courage to be it. So feel it, think it, become it, and so it is. Amen.
I invite you now, if you're able, to stand and join with our song leaders, Annie Lane Ryan and Candace Rebecki. And we'll do our congregational song.
My religion is kindness, my prayer is peacefulness, my faith is oneness, and my light is on. My religion is kindness, prayer is peacefulness,
Okay, now this is the time that we all love. We get to greet each other with our Namaste greeting. We especially invite you to reach out to greet someone that you don't know today so that we all can connect a little more as a community. And if you feel comfortable, you can give an elbow bump. Otherwise, we just invite you to hands together and say Namaste.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy.
Lead us in a time of meditation.
And may we be happy. Yes. So we're going to continue the vibration of song as it opens our heart as a pathway to prepare for prayer and meditation. This song, I Allow by Terry Wilder, we've done before, and if you feel moved to join me, it's simple. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all that I need. And then we repeat it and we say, I am all that I need now. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need. Now I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. And we breathe. And we shut of our prayer bowl to take you deeper as you shift from your head into your heart space and feel it expand. Breathe it in, feel it. Allow it to expand within you, receiving the vibration of energy and life, that animates you and allows you to have this moment. Accept its fullness into your being as you notice every cell engaged in active living. Believe at the depth of your soul, I have all that I need with every breath that I take. And so with my next exhale, anything and everything that is not one with my divinity, with my wholeness, with serving my needs. With my next breath, again, I allow as I receive and I accept that I am all that I need right now, in this moment. And in the silence, I continue to allow, to receive, to accept, and believe, and notice what it teaches me in the silence. I breathe, and I am. Coming back into this moment of awareness and this physical experience and the blessing of beingness. I live in the realization of gratitude. With my next breath, I open my eyes, renewed, refreshed, and grateful. And so it is. Amen.
There is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul. Sometimes I feel discouraged and think my work's in vain, but then the Holy Spirit revives my soul again. There is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul. If you can pray like Peter, if you can pray like Paul, go home and tell your neighbor he died to save us all. There is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul.
Thank you, Stephanie. That was magnificent. I have not heard that gospel song in a long time, but you took it to another level within the soul. Thank you. You know, life is not always easy, but it can be ecstatic. How to manage the difficulties and taste the ecstasy is a central challenge of life and a goal of any spiritual practice. So says Roger Walsh. Oh, hold on one second. Very important thing I need to grab. From this book, Essential Spirituality. So today, we're going to do just what he said. We begin our 2023 Fall Faith in Action book study based on Roger's book, Essential Spirituality, 7 Central Practices to Awaken Heart and Mind. Exercises from the world's religions to cultivate kindness, love, joy, peace, vision, wisdom, and generosity. And even His Holiness the Dalai Lama endorses his work because he wrote the foreword to this. Are you intrigued? This is a powerful work, and I'm really excited to be exploring it this fall. So I want to spend some time introducing you to the valuable and relevant content of this book, what it's offering us and why we can benefit from its study, but then also to leave you with the invitation to engage in the first spiritual practice, which is transform your motivation, reduce craving, and find your soul's desire. Ultimately, it's expressing kindness to your soul. Kindness as you engage courageously and initiate transformation into your life. It's a powerful place to begin. So you'll be able to go deeper into understanding the application of this through our weekly book study groups that are beginning officially this week through our 7-week program. If you have not joined a group yet, gift yourself the opportunity to take your spiritual path to a deeper level. Participate in one that fits your schedule. Space is limited for each group to allow for anyone to participate for the discussion materials so that you have the ability to really share your wisdom. And they will be closed after the 2nd week of gathering. We do have a group on Thursday evenings that has space still available, and 3 in-person groups today at noon here at the Spire. Tuesday evenings nearby in Central Tacoma, and Wednesday evenings in Furcrest. Pick up your study guide. It is available to download and print yourself from our e-blast, so if you get the weekly e-blast, it's a reason to be signing up for that. You get everything you need. You can buy the book on Amazon, but we have copies here you can buy today if you have not got one. These are all necessary materials for you to participate and really get the fullness of the experience. If a group does not fit your schedule, please commit to doing an individual study on your own, because you can still get the guidebook and have the material that allows you to do the exercises to question it and explore it on your own. This is meant to be a ministry-wide engagement so that we're all learning, growing, and evolving together as we deepen our collective spiritual practice. It's a powerful time in the year of Unity of South Sound. So what is essential spirituality all about? I share some of the Dalai Lama's words about this important work that invites us each to begin to live our practice to make a more impactful difference in the world as evolved beings. And I was really impressed with the eloquence of what he said. In our increasingly materialistic world, we are driven by a seemingly insatiable desire for power and possessions. Yet in this vain striving, we wander even further from inner peace and mental happiness. Despite our pleasant material surroundings, many people today experience dissatisfaction, fear, anxiety, and a sense of insecurity. There seems to be something lacking within our hearts. What we seem to be missing is a proper sense of human spirituality. He says each religion has its own philosophy, and there are similarities as well as vast differences among the various traditions. What is important is that which is suitable for each particular person. All our different religions have a special role to play in the awakening of compassion. So in this book, Roger Walsh examines 7 practices that he has identified as common to world religions. He discusses ways to purify our motivation, to cultivate love and compassion, to train our attention, to clarify our awareness, to develop ethics, to cultivate wisdom, and to engage in the service of others. I believe that all these practices are essentially linked to the development of compassion, which involves not only thinking about others and wanting to do something for them, but actually putting these good wishes into effect which the ripple effect touches our own hearts. He reminds us that human nature is such that we can change ourselves for the better. However, the benefits that religion and spiritual values can bring and the contribution they can make to mankind depend on ourselves as individuals and whether we really put them into practice. Therefore, if we all spend a few minutes every day thinking about the practices described here in the book and trying to develop compassion, eventually compassion will become a part of our lives. Very powerful words. Roger Walsh says, life is difficult to understand, yet life can be exciting and joyful. Life can be ecstatic. The ecstasy of life is what Eckhart Tolle talks about as the highest vibrational demonstration of our wholeness, of our divinity. When we experience that, we are demonstrating who we are. Roger says that life can be ecstatic, that we can experience something so profound and meaningful that life and the world seem nothing less than sacred. And a single such experience can transform one's life forever. Take that in. The goal of our spiritual practices is to offer a life-changing feast of benefits, allowing transformation as we learn to heal and withstand sorrow better, to uncover meaning in the midst of mystery, to cultivate happiness, as we sang today, and to invite ecstasy, that highest vibration of who we are. Essential spirituality draws from the world's religious practices to focus on spirituality, which is to allow direct experience of the sacred, that which is most central and essential to our lives and to ourselves. The spiritual practices are critical for our spiritual development. So are you interested? Are you willing to take this journey together to a deeper level? That's the beauty of having a spiritual community. Walsh calls this transpersonal growth, and he suggests that it is possible to make progress alone, but the support of a group and a guidance of a teacher are invaluable. Thus, the reason for being a part of a spiritual community such as Unity of South Sound. And participating in a book study group this fall. It enhances your experience and it gives you a place of support so that you can grow together in a transpersonal growth that you're making a commitment to. So over the next 7 weeks, we'll be exploring in the study groups through discussion and exercises each of the 7 central practices that Roger Walsh from the collective spirituality within major world religions. Because what he's learned is that there is a core essence of universal spirituality that is invited us into to engage with from every religion, which is why it doesn't matter what you believe, it's how you practice it and how you show up. And so that's the best part of what we can be exploring together, is that collective spirituality experience. I think it is important to also note how Walsh distinguishes the term practice from techniques and exercises. He refers to the term practice as the discipline of cultivating a crucial capacity of mind, such as wisdom or concentration. But practices are rehearsals of desired qualities, which eventually become spontaneous, natural ways of being, which is our goal, so that it becomes a part of who we are. By contrast, techniques and exercises indicate the specific method used in a practice. For instance, the specific techniques of meditation and reflection are part of the practice of cultivating wisdom, which we will focus on in a few weeks. So you will refer to general practices by category each week, and then define some of the more specific techniques and exercises that they employ, but in getting deeper into the understanding and application through what you're reading and the study sessions, the richness the groups can offer you. So realize also the book is much more concerned, as I mentioned before, not so much about our belief, but with our learning and living. This is what we're doing through spiritual practice. Therefore, it's applicable to whatever religious organization that we may belong to or choose to align with. All that is necessary for each of us is an open mind and a willingness to experiment. Are you? I always think of a spiritual community such as ours as a spiritual laboratory where we come together to experiment and practice and become in a safe place where you have the support you may not have in the world outside. So it's not to imply, as I've mentioned before, that spiritual practice is easy, which is why sometimes we give up on it, right? It takes courage to examine ourselves and our life carefully. It takes effort to do the exercises regularly and make a commitment to doing them consistently, especially during difficult times. But the benefit is the more we practice, the more the essential qualities of the results grow. And know above all, to be patient with yourself. For transforming ourselves and our lives is a gradual process. One practice or exercise at a time consistently. When our mind wanders, when we feel frustrated, we have a go-to. It's like, come back and do it again. And eventually we will notice the cumulative effect. So when I think back on my spiritual journey, and the time when I became more intentional with my spiritual growth and development, I realized it began with a sense of curiosity. A curiosity and a deeper desire to know myself. That I recognized that there was something that I was operating on automatically that wasn't really fulfilling. And as I heard more about spiritual things, I was curious about, what is this? How can it make a difference in my life? But it shifted into an even deeper desire for healing when I experienced crisis in my woundedness and pain. In my 30s, a few decades ago, I was drawn into reading books. Actually, I was had to read books, and Shirley MacLaine was one of my favorites. It was the idea of karma and astrology and all of that, and her spiritual journeys to I can't think of the name of it, in Ecuador, anyway. And it was like something drew me in. And then I started reading Deepak Chopra and the autobiography of a yogi, and A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson, and The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. As a Man Think Of, Lessons in Truth, and eventually some of the classic Unity Fillmore books. And it got to be the place where I didn't even want to read fiction books anymore. It was all about spirituality. I could just absorb everything I could. And I became obsessed with anything that would allow for my personal transformation to shift my world. And I started to participate more intentionally at Seattle Unity Church. That was my growing playground. I took every class and workshop I possibly could. I was consumed by it. It's where I met Jamal Rahman, who was your speaker last week. And actually, I took a spiritual hypnotherapy course from him and became a certified hypnotherapist because of him. And it's where I learned to go deeper with meditation and to realize the benefit of exploring my darkness and realizing there was a way to shift and transform that. And so as I did that, I also found myself taking classes, and ultimately in 1995 became a licensed Unity teacher. I saw my life transforming, my relationships changing. I healed from a life of inhibiting anxiety and depression. And I had the courage to leave an abusive relationship, which was terrifying. But deep within me, I knew if I didn't do that, I didn't know if I'd survive. And it was because of my commitment to my spiritual path that I had the courage to make very difficult changes. I never knew the path that I was being guided on would lead me to where I am today as an ordained minister and an author. If you had told me back then, I would say you were insane. Why would I ever do that? And yet, it became a part of what I could not say no to anymore. Living my life as a practice allowed my journey to become more than I ever thought or envisioned for myself. And maybe you've realized some of that for yourself. It has been a journey of awakening, releasing, uncovering, unfolding, a new sense of freedom, of a lot of metamorphosis, of wholeness and rebirth. And the journey has not ended, and neither has yours. That's the thing, is that it doesn't end until you stop breathing. So this week we engage in the first practice from Essential Spirituality, remembering that growth means overcoming our own personal resistances to our evolution of change. You cannot avoid change. Maybe you've noticed. The giving up of a smaller story in order to wake up to a larger realization of who you truly are, our bigger story. So our first practice is transform your motivation, reduce craving, and find your soul's desire. It is the gift of kindness that we offer ourselves in evolving to a higher potential. Walsh suggests this practice is the secret of happiness. You want that, right? Then this practice is important. Something we all seek, yet to know happiness and bliss, we need to change our motivation, and that's something I don't know that we really have thought about. What is interfering with my happiness may be what I am distracted by. So this means reducing craving for those things that do not bring true happiness and redirecting our desires to those that do. This first practice assists us in changing our motives by 1, recognizing our mistaken ideas about what brings happiness, relinquishing attachment, which is where the Buddhist teaching comes in, and I'll speak to that in a moment, recognizing and seeking what truly fosters happiness, knowing it is available if we know where and how to look for them. Maybe we've been looking in all the wrong places. One of the most significant teachings of the Buddhist philosophy is life is imbued with difficulties and suffering. The cause of suffering is attachment, and we're talking about primarily emotional attachment. And freedom from attachment brings freedom from suffering, our pain, our woundedness. And our practice then is in releasing attachment to our need to satisfying cravings, which often show up as addictions. For the things that distract us from living our fullness. So the thing is, we're always doing one of two things. We're looking for a way to satisfy our cravings, maybe sugar, it may be shopping, it may be drugs and alcohol, it may be obsessive exercising. The things we do to an exception that distract us from finding the balance and wholeness in life. Or we're changing our mind, meaning to discover a new way of seeing, believing, or acting to experience a more empowering result. In order to experience a different result, we have to do something different, or we're just going to keep experiencing the same thing over and over. And in the Buddhist thinking, it's like that emotional attachment to things and that causes suffering, angst, depression, fear, dis-ease. And we realize that the practice then is a lifelong process. And it takes more than a single exercise or technique that we do a couple of times to become part of a spiritual practice for life in one form or another. We are choosing to engage in something that becomes a lifetime process, a lifetime of choices that we make as life happens. So in this book, there's a lot of chapters, but the first 4 are really about understanding this book and how to use it and the concept of essential spirituality. Then it goes into the chapters on each practice, and each practice has 4 to 5 chapters because it focuses in on different forms of exercises you can do from different aspects of that practice. So it's not like you're reading intellectual material from cover to cover. There's a lot of practical application, and it allows you to choose what resonates with you the most. So this week, chapters 6 to 9 in the book offer you multiple exercises to assist in transpersonal growth to transform your motivation to why you choose to do what you do, and developing a clear awareness in what your soul's deeper desire is. Each chapter is a different area of the practice, so exercises to reduce craving is where you start. Then finding your soul's desire, redirection, and loving kindness as you discover a deeper relationship with your divine self. A perfect practice to begin or to refocus in at this time. And so in each chapter, maybe you just choose one exercise to focus in on, to experience it. And what Roger has clearly defined is that he is not offering anything he hasn't done himself, that he has also taken the concepts from different religions and written them more in a contemporary context so that it makes sense now. And that a lot of them, a majority of them, are things that you can begin to experience results from after you initially engage in them. Roger recommends that we choose one of the practices in each section to experience, notice, and consider how it's shifting your awareness and understanding of how we practice in life. So choose to practice consistently this week and every week. Journal what you discover and use your study groups as sounding boards, a support for your practice in a safe and confidential environment. A good exercise to begin with, for instance, from this section, is asking yourself these questions and then journaling what comes up. What do you crave? Now, sometimes I think I have to have chocolate. And then I have to think about, where's that coming from? What illusion have I succumbed to? Is it about the chocolate, or is it something else that's missing? And that's what we begin to unravel. Your answers will be enlightening. It will give you a place to begin shifting your focus and choices. Walsh observes the amount of suffering in our life reflects the gap between what we crave and what we have. Craving creates suffering by producing emotional anguish and by being insatiable. Transforming motivation by reducing cravings and finding your soul's desire is an essential spiritual practice. Among its benefits, it reduces painful emotions such as fear and anger, and it fosters positive emotions such as love and compassion and kindness. It provides a foundation for transforming emotions and healing the heart, which is the second practice we will begin to look at next week. So I want to hear about your experiences too. So share your testimonials in our Unity of South Sound e-family Facebook group as where to share that and to inspire others. Inspire each other what you learn and what is making a difference in your lives. This is the power of being a part of a spiritual community, a perfect time to invite others to join with us as we take each step a little deeper into our spiritual journeys. As the Dalai Lama says, spend a couple minutes each day thinking about the practices described within this book, and then choose to engage in at least one exercise to awaken heart and mind as we begin to cultivate kindness, love, joy, peace, vision, wisdom, and generosity. Beginning this week with an exercise to practice kindness to activate living your soul's desire. In closing, I share with these words from the Buddha, who were shared over 2,500 years ago and are still relevant today. He says, however many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act upon them? Choose a practice. It will make a difference. Bless you.
Thank you, Reverend Megan. It is so true that being part of a spiritual community, being with people of like mind is so valuable and so comforting and so enlightening. I'd like to welcome and thank all of you who may be joining us for your first time here, if you're online or if it's your first time. And I want to thank you for sharing your consciousness and your love with us. We feel it. Also, we do have a welcome packet at the back table for you, and if you're here in person, and we encourage you to sign our guest book. Check out that back table. There are tons of resources that are very valuable and very helpful. If this is the second time that you've joined us, welcome back. If you've been with us for a long time now, welcome home. And to all of our friends, we want to share our unity blessing. And all of our newcomers and our live streamers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. At this time, I'd like to ask our ushers to come forward and prepare for our love offering, and for Stephanie Ann Johnson to prepare for her next wonderful song. This is the time in our service where we get a chance to share our financial blessings with this community, and there are many ways to do so. You can give through our website or our Facebook page by clicking on the donation button on the top right. It's easy and secure. You can call our office. You can mail it to us. Or, if you're here in person, there are offering envelopes in the back of the pews, and you can drop your envelope or gift into the offering plate as it's passed down your row. We also encourage you to consider signing up for a regular intentional giving as a monthly or a weekly automatic gift. And if you're on that program as the plate goes by, bless it. Whichever way we make our tithes, we hold these love offerings for this moment in our hands, in our hearts, and affirm together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am in perfect balance and flow, universe of living and receiving. Yeah.
The tree of life, my soul hath seen, laden with fruit and always green. The tree of life, my soul hath seen, laden with fruit and always green. Oh, I will be of Jesus Christ, the apple tree. I'm weary with my former toil. Here I will sit and rest a while. I'm weary with my former toil. Here I will sit and rest a while. Under the shadow I will be of Jesus Christ, the apple tree. This fruit doth make my soul to thrive. It keeps my dying faith alive. This fruit doth make my soul to thrive. It keeps my dying
Thank you so much, Stephanie Ann, for sharing your beauty and your spirituality with us. It really comes through. Now we have some announcements, and a very special announcement to kick things off. Today is Membership Sunday, and we have a few new members whom we would like to celebrate this morning, and to do that, here she is.
I just have to give you another note here. There you go. Okay, so it's always an honor when we can acknowledge those that feel that they're ready to make a commitment. And this collaborative ministry, because each and every one of you makes a difference in what we are and what we can express. We couldn't exist without all of you, and it wouldn't be fun. And so the creative energy and the wisdom inherently within you, as you each step forth to share all the varying beauty that you are, makes a difference. And making that commitment is saying, I am experiencing a benefit of being a part of this spiritual community, and I want to make a difference in it. And so today we have several beautiful souls that have said yes. And so I'm going to invite them to come forward. And I'm going to invite you to hold your clapping until I have them all up here. So, Georgia DeLeon, please come forward. And each of them are receiving a membership certificate and a rose that symbolizes the spiritual unfoldment of their soul. So actually, you can clap for her. I changed my mind. Dorothy Dubia. Please come down and join Georgia.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Candace Robeck. And actually I have one other person who we're sending a little blessing and a healing to, Pam Grunstein. She fell and broke her ankle and is not able to hobble in this morning. So hoping she's online, we send her a little blessing. We thank her for joining us. But I have a special invocation for each of you to respond to. Because it is such an important commitment that you're making, I'm inviting you into our membership. I confirm your entry into the family of Unity of South Sound Community in the name of the Father, the source of all life, in the name of the Son, the Spirit of God within you, and of the Holy Spirit, the activity of God that expresses through and as you. Do you accept your membership today?
Yes.
Yes. Now we can celebrate them. Thank you. And I'm just going to steal like what she's saying, because downstairs, of course we planned this for celebrating them, but Youth and Family Ministry is providing our annual kickoff Faith in Action pancake breakfast. Immediately after the service, downstairs, they have pancakes, scrambled eggs, bacon, turkey soffee, tea, and it's all just for a love offering, and our youth will be serving you. So please don't miss the opportunity to celebrate together. The stairs are right back there, and if you need assistance, let us know. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Well, now I'm official. Woohoo! Actually, today is a threefer. We not only have Membership Sunday, we also have Chaplain Sunday, and we have the pancake breakfast. We have a prayer chaplain here to pray with you after the service. And will Julie, our designated prayer chaplain, please stand? Hi. If you have a prayer in your heart, Please visit the vestibule to my left. If you have and wait for the door is closed, please wait for the chaplain to open it so that we can maintain the privacy of those praying. We also request that you wear a mask in the vestibule, and masks are provided. Another big thing, as Reverend Megan mentioned, of course, is today is the kickoff for our Faith in Action program, our Fall Faith program, and it's not too late to sign up for a book study group. These groups consist of 6 to 8 participants. They can be in person or on Zoom, and they will be a transformative 7-week series where we as community come together. Sign-up sheets are in the back of the table if you're here in person today, and if you're with us online, you can also sign up through our e-blast. We have copies of the book for sale for $25 in Wesley Hall after the service. For those of you who knew and loved Reverend Deb Olive, we will be holding a celebration of life service this Saturday, October 7th at 11 o'clock. On Sunday, October 15th, after the service, we'll share information on our Faith in Action program, our upcoming fall events, and other important information. Do you have a trunk? Not an elephant trunk or a storage trunk, a car trunk. If so, we would love you to bring your children and your grandchildren and your trunk to join us for a special Halloween trick-or-treat celebration on Tuesday, October 31st from 6 to 8 p.m. in our parking lot. You can decorate your trunk and yourself and share your abundance with our neighbors and our church family. Our goal is to have at least 10 cars, so if you are interested, please contact the office. On Saturday, November 11th, from 6 to 9 p.m., we will have a very, very special event. It's a soulful soiree, elevate, celebrate, and co-create. An evening of music, dance, increase our community's abundance. Artwork from the Unity of South Sound Artists 2022 Creative Life Creations, along with various special additional ticket items, will be offered to enhance your life. This event will be held in our banquet hall downstairs with tickets for $35 to be available soon on eventbrite.com. Now, I know I've been sending stuff to you with a fire hose, information to you with a fire hose, but not to worry, because if you sign up for our weekly e-blast, you can get all this information and the details in your inbox every Thursday. You can learn about these events and more. You can sign up for things, and it's very easy. You just go to our website, click on e-blast, and know that when you do sign up, it's just very secure. Bacon! I smell bacon, 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 bacon. And I smell coffee too. So I think that our youth family ministries are hard at work preparing for our pancake breakfast this morning, and I'm very excited to be able to join them, and I hope that you will be too. And speaking of our youth, let's bless them and welcome them in. Now let's bless our youth.
I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. I've been tasked by our youth director, Jennifer Richardson, to let you know that there are vegan options down there. There's turkey sausage, there's fruit. It's going to be a most delicious breakfast downstairs, and our youth have been working so hard this morning to prepare it lovingly for all of you. So please join us downstairs. Please grab a bite, and please enjoy our community. We love you. Thank you.
Now we get to bless our youth. We love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. Now we would like to celebrate, my goodness, it's not a threesome, it's a foursome today. Birthday Sunday. If you have an October birthday, will you please stand so we can sing to you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear wonderful. Happy birthday to you. Is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You are wonderful. God is blessing you now. Parents, if you have young children up here and you would like to come up and take their hands while we sing the peace song. Now our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is. And wherever God is, I am. And so all is well. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you downstairs for bacon and sausage and scrambled eggs and coffee, vegan